Right, but what I hear again, and then this is hearsay, okay, is the tenant took it upon himself to fix those docks, and I inquired whether he got a permit from Beechwood Construction, and he told me that was out of my realm, don't even worry about it.
Right, but
I believe the permit to build a dock comes from the Army Corps of Engineers.
Army Corps of Engineers, correct.
Not DEP.
And the fellow who was in it, who was just evicted, I forget his last name, he was trying to repair them as a tenant. He had nothing to do with what the planning board gave Mr. Dickman approval of.
Right.
That's the way I understood it. So what Mr. Dickman is asking our God is just the building, the parking lot, the lighting, and I believe, was it 2 or 3 signs? Whatever, you know, and the signs. That's what he got from the planning board, is that correct?
Right, and standpipe.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, and the standpipe for the fire, right, yeah. But anything by the waterway, that's a separate issue. If that ever becomes viable where they had used it, he has to come here to get permission. That's the way I understood it.
Yes.
What do we do going forward?
Sorry, man?
Going forward, what is the next step?
We sign all these papers and let them build. Ernie watches and makes sure that they don't start renting out the slips.
Is for him to take care of the building, the outside grounds, lighting, parking, okay, and fire standpipe. Nothing to do with the docks or parking or putting boats on the outside or anything like that. Nothing like that. Is that
Right.
correct? Was that what
Yeah,
you
we're
read?
actually just signing off that our engineers looked at it and says
It
everything
says
is
it's,
okay.
what's on the plans is final, right. And I've been in touch, not recently, with Mike on the docks, you know.
He said if they used it, it would mess up the parking amount, the amount of parking spaces. The amount of parking spaces for that building is one thing, that's what he got approval for. The amount of parking spaces for that building and the docks is a different number,
You'd have to come
which
to
he
approval.
didn't get approval for.
And you have to come to-
It's a different use, it's a whole different,
Retail store.
right, it's a whole different thing.
That's the whole thing,
Yeah.
right there. That's what we're getting billed for is exactly what
Right.
we're talking about.
Right.
What we're getting billed for is what we're just talking about.
Okay.
For more comment.
All right, Marv, understand a little bit? No?
Yeah.
Okay, no, I don't, no, I'm just, like I say, I'm gonna tell you what I know, I wasn't here for the hearing on that.
So we'll sign off on those papers,
Okay, we need a motion?
and make one.
Motion we sign for that. Second.
Make a motion.
I'll second.
Dan,
Yes.
Greg,
Yes.
Ernie,
I have a question on motion. Can I vote on this for the, because I wasn't here for the hearing on that?
yeah.
Okay, because of the signing of the plans? Okay, I vote yes then.
Mayor,
Yes.
Marvin,
Yes.
Dave,
Yes.
No worries. Because I was here for the-
Gary,
Yes.
Ronald,
Yes.
and Tony.
Yes. Is this the correspondence we're talking about here?
That's another thing that came at 3:30. Which one do you, oh no, that's not what came at 3:30. The correspondence is the letters that we gave to the, mayor and council. Is that what you're looking at?
Yes.
I just gave you copies
And
of
Gary
it.
Curie missed 3 consecutive meetings and said he wants to resign from the
I,
board.
I actually talked to him.
Yeah.
He did say yes.
He
said
wants to resign?
He wants to resign. So you're gonna have to tell me to send that letter.
Can we only make it contingent that he gets a replacement?
You can try.
Wait, I want to ask him to call Dave Engelhardt to replace him. So he has to call Dave Engelhardt to replace him.
Oh, that's gonna work well.
Why, did we go on? I don't know.
No, David Quite's busy.
I have a question.
My
Check
future
what?
alternate, we put on.
I always have a question.
Yes.
What happened about the correction of that, ordinance that we made, that they were supposed to correct?
He didn't get back to me.
You know what I'm talking
Yes.
about?
Yeah, the electrical,
Electronic,
Yes, the electronic.
Yeah, that he made a mistake and he worded it wrong and he was
Yep.
supposed to get back, whatever happened to that?
I talked to him, I talked to his secretary, and they said they would take care of it. So far they haven't. I
Right.
guess I will,
Like when?
maybe I'll send them a letter this time.
Absolutely.
My phone call didn't work.
That's-
No, he's not getting paid.
Is Ryan Marco an alternate?
He's an alternate, we should
Oh,
move him
if
to,
you- Who will we replace, an alternate or a full-timer?
You can move Ron to a full
Because
time.
if we're replacing a full-timer, I think an alternate should take the full-timer spot.
Absolutely.
That's the way it's supposed to be done. And then, if you put somebody else on, that would become the alternate spot.
I agree.
So we should have.
I mean, I don't,
I'm over that.
do I get a raise?
Get a raise.
Yeah, you went from sitting
Get
there
a
to
raise
sitting
up
up
here.
here.
Yeah.
A raise or a rise?
About a foot and a half.
but that's a mayor's appointment. So,
Right.
Mayor, that's your appointment, so that's your choice, you understand?
Certainly, and this is definitely a very good choice.
Do we want to send a letter to recommend them?
Yeah, we're just
Okay,
gonna right here.
everyone ready now?
Either one is right here now.
Can
You can do, yeah, go ahead.
we, I'd like to appoint, Mr.
Oh,
Marco.
you can't, no, you can't recommend them here right now. You could recommend them here right now, but you can't appoint them here right
It
now.
has to be appointed by the mayor.
It has to be appointed by you at a meeting.
At the council meeting.
Okay, well, I'm recommending, Mr. Marco as a member of our ladies board.
To fill the unexpired term.
Unexpired term.
Mr. Holmes.
Who, I guess he fills the unexpired term of Jupiter? Or did we do somebody for Jupiter? He was first that went, Hull was second that went, and Kearney is third that went.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but-
here he's alternate,
Yes, but he's still third that went.
yeah.
Who sits there?
And a whole.
No, who else?
Yeah, who paid Mr.
No
Hall?
one was sitting there.
The Hull is,
Mr.
Hall
Hull
was
was sitting
over
over
there.
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 It's right here.
but, whoever is appointed is for the expired term of the person who left. Who's first?
Right,
Cooper left?
first Jupiter,
Joe was Jupiter, he
Right.
walked
Okay.
out.
And what is his
then
term?
Hull. When he goes to,
See, the mayor would, you would appoint him by whatever the expired
you'd
term.
have to look up and see when he goes to.
Yeah, it's my first question.
I think Jupiter was just reappointed, wasn't
I thought he was.
he? Yeah.
He wasn't a big,
So if he was just
Right.
reappointed, say he was appointed in January, I don't know.
So you'll get the,
Then he would
the time
have
that
the
he
term
has
from
to go.
January till blah,
let us
blah,
know next
the
week.
term.
yeah,
If,
yeah, we'll do that.
Mr. Hull, if
Next month.
he was, term is, let's say at the end of this year or next year, then,
No, Mr. Hull was,
well, I'm just saying an
He said
example.
when you
For
go
the
and look
mayor,
at
so he
the
understands
Yeah.
that, the next mayor would be, say was, you put it in for Mr. Hull, whatever his term is, whoever you put on would take that expired term, and then the alternates would be,
yeah, but an alternate's only a year anyway. A year term is for an alternate.
that's correct.
So
but-
every
but-
year
but
they
the full-
get reappointed.
Yeah, but the full-timers
Right.
is the expired term, that's what I'm trying to explain to the
Right.
mayor. Right.
So Ron should take Jupiter's spot, and we should be looking for somebody for,
And then you'll still need a spot
Oh.
for, Mr. Holson to finish on.
So, do I have no seats here?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mark will be sitting here once, we were appointed and voted for my position. But where's, Mr. Hall's seat? Where is his?
he used to sit over there somewhere, but
Used to sit by me.
we only have 6 spots and we have non-members.
Was that it?
7 regular members and 2 alternates, so we're never gonna have
Sit
enough
wherever you want.
seats.
So I'll sit here and keep an eye on you guys.
You are a liaison to the public.
Easy access.
The public at large. I have no protection.
I'm the public, you can always say, you know.
You have no barricade.